I'm starting to get fucking tired of seeing this guy every fucking where. Everywhere. I see this guy everywhere. Everywhere. 1 second he's criticizing video games. He's criticizing video games. He's criticizing Dr. Disrespect. He's saying that people that play video games are wasting their life. But he's not wasting his life making videos and doing podcasts all day. What has Joe Rogan actually done? What has he actually accomplished with his YouTube? I mean, he's putting out podcasts, but most of the time it's his guests that we learn a lot more from. We don't learn shit from Joe Rogan. I know. He has 11 million subscribers. I have nothing. I'm a nobody on this YouTube shit. But look, man, this guy, I mean, I don't know. Why is he so relevant? Why is this motherfucker getting so many views? Why is he even relevant? Well, the reason why he's relevant is because all these people, these different people, keep fucking coming onto his YouTube channel and making him relevant. If everybody stopped trying to talk to this idiot called Joe Rogan, I think he would just bomb and die out, and it would just be an echo chamber of him talking by himself. Who the hell comes to listen to Joe Rogan? Who the fuck comes to talk to this guy? And I mean, look, people draw comparisons to the Breakfast Club, these guys. But I don't know. I also don't really like the Breakfast Club. I mean, to be honest, criticizing people because they play video games. But the thing is, what do you do, Joe Rogan? You make podcasts. Like, what have you actually accomplished talking on the internet all day? Yeah, another ad. Okay, cool, whatever. Money. More money for you, Joe Rogan, right? He's already a millionaire. He's already a gazillionaire. He's already got millions and millions of dollars. So, I mean, you can never have too much money. But, bro, how much money do his guests get, by the way? His guests don't get any money. You know he doesn't pay his guests, right? He doesn't pay his... They get paid with clout. They get paid with clout. You know how much money he makes off these fucking podcasts? Like, why does one guy deserve all this support? I don't understand people. Like, you guys on YouTube, I get it. You're gonna watch the stuff that is interesting, but at the same time, this guy is a hypocrite. I mean, he's not really. He's popular because he has these people on his YouTube channel that they're pretty knowledgeable about stuff, and he has a big following. He's always gonna have a big following. I mean, he's already established. Everybody likes this guy. I used to be a big fan of Joe Rogan. I mean, I feel that he's a hypocrite. Let's play it. Let's play it.
Dr. Disrespect shut down any possible chance of going on the Joe Rogan podcast. Last year, Joe Rogan went on a rant about how bad video games are and that they're exciting, but you don't get anywhere, and that caused streamers and content creators to speak up. Video games are...
Why? You know, people can make money off video games. Well, if video games are pointless, then isn't a podcast pointless? Isn't watching a movie pointless? Isn't social media pointless? Isn't YouTube pointless? What else? Isn't like talking on the phone? Isn't that pointless too? Because you're wasting time. You're not being productive. Anything that's not productive is a waste of time. Okay, so you know, spending that extra time brushing your toothbrush because you already brushed your teeth for 3 minutes, spending those extra minutes brushing your teeth, that's a waste of time. Making that extra trip to the grocery store, that's a waste of time. Talking to this person, that's a waste. Oh, that's a waste of time. I shouldn't talk to this person. I mean, maybe I wasted a couple seconds of my life. Like, oh my god.
Real problem. You know why? Because they're fun. And
Okay.
you do them and they're real exciting,
Okay.
but you don't get anywhere. And you're going to waste
Well, you don't get anywhere. Okay, and we're gonna waste
time.
your
Well,
time.
the
Okay.
truth-
All right. The only reason, well, the only thing that Joe Rogan gets from these podcasts is money, right? I mean, what is he like? Who is he helping, and what has he accomplished since he's been on YouTube? Has he helped any people? Has he donated to any charities? And even with these charities, by the way, most of these charities are frauds. They, embezzle the money from the people that are donating, and they actually take the money for themselves. So that's another thing. I'm really confused. How the fuck is playing video games a waste of time, and a podcast isn't a waste of time? What? Why? Why is it a waste of time? You can make money on YouTube. You can make money playing video games. You can do a lot of things with games. Like, what's wrong with playing games?
Dat is niet professioneel. Twijfelen bij signalen van een burn-out is gezond.
Didn't he used to play Quake for years of his life in 2000s? He used to play Quake all day.
Doe de gezonde twijfeltest op asr.nl.
Exactly, dude. Look at the comment. All they have to do is move their hands. Well, you're just moving your mouth. You're sitting on a podcast. You're not even moving your hands. You're just sitting down on a podcast. Oh my god.
Glasses on, and I said, "Hey Nick, what's up?" He goes, "Oh hey Joe, I'm trying to get a computer for my kid. You know anything about these fucking things?"
That's really good.
Hey Joe. It was weird. It's like I'm talking to Nick Nolte.
Should I get a Mac?
I was only like 27. I was still confused. I was still like, I can't believe I'm really talking to Nick Nolte.
Chatting it up right now with
Is
Nolte.
this real? Is this real? We're at Fry's.
We're at
together?
Fry's, yeah. Hey man, Nick needs electronics too.
I really wish this guy wasn't even mainstream, man. Like, fucking hell. To constantly see this idiot's face all the time on YouTube. Every time I log onto YouTube, I get recommended a video by this tool. I get it. He has Elon Musk on his YouTube podcast. He has this guy. He has that guy. He has that other billionaire on here.
It was during my Quake days when I was like a conference table, and it was lined up with computer monitors and computers. I used to build computers, man.
But you don't play any games anymore.
Well, we're going to. We just got
When we set up?
these Origin PCs.
Mm-hmm.
We got a LAN room set up, local area network room.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, son!
You can play
The
people all
addiction's
over
about
the
to get
world.
Fired up.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, man? Now that we have the studio, there's so much room here, and
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
kids
but
come
you're
here and
rich.
play,
That's
too.
why you have a studio. You're rich, you're privileged. You have millions and millions of dollars. Like, dude, I don't even know how people relate to this guy. Seriously, the guy is a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and all of us are working minimum wage jobs, or, some of us are rich. Some of the people on YouTube are rich, but the majority of us are poor. We're poor. This guy is rich. He's making millions and millions of dollars, and he doesn't get criticized. Dude, this guy can do no wrong. I mean, he lied about the thing. He lied about that, and he made stuff up about that. The injection that we gotta get. I mean, I'm gonna get it. I'm pro-vaccine. I'm pro-vaccine. I'm very pro-vaccine. I think the vaccine is a good idea. I'm very pro-vaccine. I think everyone should get the vaccine. But this tool, he said he wasn't. He said he doesn't think that a healthy male should get the vaccine. Like, I mean, stupid stuff like that. I mean, he's really not that. I mean, come on, man. He's not that smart. Not really. He was able to get somewhere with this YouTube shit. Okay. Just think about this for a second. How many people out there that are not successful, that want to be successful, that will try to be successful with podcasts, but are not getting anywhere? And they probably are much better than Joe Rogan, smarter, funnier, everything. And they don't get anywhere on podcasts. He just got lucky, really. I mean, there isn't really much else to say. Huh. Why does the ginger dude pretend to know what the fuck he's talking about? There's streamers that never play professionally that make more money than he ever will. Well, that's true. There's a lot of streamers on Twitch that make a lot of money. That's true. But I mean, is money the measuring stick that we're using for success? I guess. But then people criticize Jake Paul. Yeah. Hold on. So you hate Jake Paul, but you love Joe Rogan. And Jake Paul's about money. Joe Rogan's making millions of dollars, but Jake Paul's criticized for trying to make money. Come on, man. I mean, it's such hypocrisy. Jake Paul's hated because he plays the heel, but come on, the guy. I mean, if you look beyond the surface, Joe is probably worse than Jake. He doesn't care about fighter pay. He never says anything about fighter pay. He doesn't say anything about fighter pay. Okay, let's see. I mean, the guy is really hypocritical, man. I mean, the motherfucker doesn't give a fuck about fighter pay. Man. He doesn't care. Could care less. He doesn't care, man. No, Brendan Schaub cares more about fucking fighter pay than this motherfucker. Oh, the Olympics. Exactly. Hold on. Look at this. Just watch this video. No, look at this one. This is hilarious. It was on Reddit or something, but exactly. Okay, where's the Reddit video? All right, here it is. Here it is, guys. Okay, we will go to the Reddit post right there.
Fighter pay. The debate is it is settled. There's no argument anymore. We now have court documents.
No,
to this
let's go to
effect.
Reddit. All right, here you go. Let's go. Let's play it. The fuck? Okay, let's
First
go.
of all, I think the Olympics are disgusting because that lady should be getting paid millions of dollars. All of
Listen-
them should be getting paid millions of dollars. Like I said,
Listen to what he says closely, guys. Listen very closely to what he says. Listen very closely.
first of all, I think the Olympics are disgusting because that lady should
Okay.
be getting paid millions of dollars.
Okay.
All of them should be getting paid millions of dollars.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm always for fighters getting paid more money, but I don't know if that would ever work. All the
You
winners.
don't know if it would work. Why wouldn't it work, Joe? Why wouldn't it work? Dude, come on. The UFC only pays their fighters 18% of the revenue. Why wouldn't it work? Why don't you just bump it up to 40% or 50%? That's what the NFL does. That's what the NBA does. That's what all these other, leagues do in different sports. They let their athletes get a bigger percentage of the pie. It's like there's a big cake and the fighters are only getting 20% of that cake. Where's the 80% going? I get it. The UFC has to make money. They're putting up all the costs, but the fighters don't make anything. They make nothing. Literally nothing.
Gold medals, all those
Okay.
people that are generating insane amounts of wealth for the
Okay.
Olympics, they should get a giant piece of that.
They should get a giant piece of that. What about the fighters though?
Fighter pay. The debate is over. It is settled. There's no argument anymore. We now have court documents
Oh
to
my
this effect.
god.
They get paid roughly 18 to 20% by the UFC year over year as a more or less fixed position.
They're responsible for the reason why people are watching the Olympics. No one is watching the Olympics because it's the Olympics. They're
And the
watching
same could be said about the UFC. Nobody's watching the UFC for Dana White. Everybody's watching the UFC for the fighters. The fighters are the reason the UFC is popular. It's not because of Dana White or What? Dude, you're literally being a hypocrite. He's saying that nobody's watching the Olympics because of, the people that put on the Olympics, but the people that the reason the people watch the Olympics is because of the athletes. I agree with him. But why doesn't he have the same stance for UFC fighters? Simple, because his uncle Dana is the president of the UFC. He works for the president of the UFC. He's a contractor, but he still works there. He's still a commentator. So he's not going to want to ruffle any feathers. He's got multiple gigs. He's a millionaire. He doesn't need that fucking commentating job. He's getting phased out slowly anyways. Like guys like Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, Paul Felder, actual fighters. I think they are the ones that should be given opportunities to. I believe that fighters should be given the opportunity to commentate. I don't think this goofball that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's just what is he, a jiu-jitsu guy? I mean, he's a jiu-jitsu guy that's pumped full of steroids. A jiu-jitsu guy pumped full of testosterone, like juiced to the gills. Like Joe Rogan is juiced to the gills. Like he's full of steroids. So, a steroided, chimped up, like what the fuck, juiced up juice monkey. Come on, eat a hog, save the world, and he's promoting animal torture and death. Like the man is a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. But let's finish the video.
He's the best athletes on the world.
And he was like, he was asking for Deontay Wilder money. Yeah, he should. So,
I agree, but there's no crowds. The problem with the asking for Deontay...
What? Oh my god, I fucking hate this motherfucker, man. What about the Olympics? There was no crowds. Come on, man. You.
Wilder money when there's not a stadium. Obviously, you realize that stadiums bring in a significant amount of revenue. It's a big deal.
Okay, what about before? What about before the pandemic? What about before the pandemic? What about then? Why didn't they get paid their fair share? And what about now? The pandemic's over. It's not over. It's still whatever. It's always gonna be here. But what about now? How come they don't get their fair share? How come they don't get their fair shake? He doesn't have an answer.
I mean, it's millions and millions and millions of dollars for a fucking...
Okay.
If you're John Jones, you sell out the T-Mobile Arena. That is a fuckload of money.
yeah, but John doesn't see a cut of that.
He doesn't see a cut of that, but it makes sense that they pay him more because of that.
So here's what I would be sympathetic to the argument if the problem was the song was the same pre-pandemic as it was during the pandemic.
Right? You see the best athletes who have gone through all these competitions and reached this insane pinnacle of their skill development, right? Do you factor in all that overhead? Do you factor in all the employees? Do you factor in the machine that's behind the UFC that doesn't exist in boxing?
Right.
And they're getting nothing. They're getting zero. And the whole world's
The
watching.
fixed cost associated with putting on a UFC event compared to the revenue they bring in is not even close. They are pulling a profit, I think, what, 100? When's the last time the UFC got a loss from a UFC event? Even a fight night still makes money. Like quite a bit of money, actually. So the fixed overhead costs, I think that's already taken care of before the live gate or even before the pay-per-view. Yeah, not before the pay-per-view, but I think the live gate alone would pay for that fucking the fixed costs, the variable costs, and all the costs associated with putting on the event. I think that's already paid for by the live gate. And even if you take the live gate away, the pay-per-view and the TV deal would cover that. More than cover that.
It also, the UFC has to be profitable in order to be sold.
When's the last time they came at a loss? Joe, stop it. Stop lying, man. Like, I get it. You're Uncle Dana's buddy, but come on, man.
To someone like WME, it has to be valuable. In order for it to be valuable, it has to be profitable.
When has it not been
In order for
profitable?
it to be something that they can promote and get behind and make it as big as they've made it, there has to be some sort of pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
There
for
is
these
a
people.
pot of gold.
And they're selling crazy
making
advertisement.
millions of
and that
dollars.
money's being generated, and the networks are making it, and the IOC is making it, and all these other people are making it. And the athletes, the whole reason people are tuning in, they get nothing.
Oh my God.
If you're a fighter, do you get half of the UFC's money from
No.
ESPN? Do you get what kind of cut do you get from pay-per-view, and how
Nothing.
much leverage do you have to negotiate that?
Zero.
That is all that matters anymore, and we know what the documents say.
It's insane. It's a disgusting, corrupt
really?
system. Like
Oh,
I said,
really?
I'm always for fighters getting paid more
Are
money,
you?
but I don't know if that would ever work.
How?
First of all, I think the Olympics are disgusting.
Why wouldn't it work? I just don't get it. I mean, why wouldn't it work, Joe? I don't know. He says he doesn't know. He says he doesn't know it would work. Come on, man. Man, I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Ariel Helwani is probably one of the best. You know, he's probably one of the best reporters. I think that guy, he's probably the best out of the business for sure. What? On a lot of things, not just I agree with you actually. I misread that comment. I thought you said that he didn't like Luke Thomas. Well, Luke Thomas is right. I mean, he's very smart. He knows what he's talking about. I would rather listen to Ariel Helwani. Yeah, but why can't he just call it how he sees it? The man's a millionaire. I get it. Dana's a billionaire, but you're still a millionaire. You don't need Dana White. Like, Rogan's already his own person. He's got a very, very successful podcast that he does. He makes millions of dollars online on the internet. And now he's talking about he's a shill for Dana White, but he's a millionaire. Come on, dude, like, have some pride. Like, you're a pretty big guy too. Like, you're not a small dude. Like, you're not small by any means on the internet. You're pretty famous. Man, it's fucking retarded. I don't whatever, man. It is what it is. I'm out. Peace.